Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Good to see you. My name is Mike, and I'm excited to share with you some game development processes. Today, we're focusing on more character animation because character animation is required for this game to work. And I already did a bit of it yesterday. I also completed more of it. You might have seen a tweet that I made recently with a little video recording of the character walking left and right animated. It's very rough animation. I will share with you how I got there, and we'll just take a look at that, and we'll see what else is going on with the character animation stuff that I've been adding. Got to do some refinement. We have to do walking up the screen and walking down the screen animations. Those both required for us to have like complete character animation that we require for the game. We already have the grabbing animation and like all of the directional facing stuff in there, so we're doing pretty okay. But yeah, there's more to be done. Hello there, Pi. Good to see you. Welcome, and good to see you, Dr. CTCS, Foamed, and Noru. Welcome in. Yeah, pretty excited about making some more progress on the game today. So I don't want to delay too much, but we do have to begin with the channel update, and then we have to do a little bit of It's really warm today. We have to do a little bit of a review of some stuff. Doc, you asked a question before I started the stream and I forgot what it was. I said, I'll tell you when I go live, and I've forgotten what it was. You asked how long left do we have, when do we have a launch date? Yeah, we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about where I'm up to with that. When we're doing our review. So there you go. Hey, yeah, good to see you. Welcome in, Blue X. Good to see you as well. Hello, chums. Very good, Chubo. Anyway, let's go and do the channel update right away. Get that out of the way. We'll try and do this quick. Hey, it's Bezo1. Good to see you. A 7 a.m. stream for you. Yeah, it's early. It's actually, I'm actually about 40 minutes later than I intended to go live today, but that's okay. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We'll take a look at the Twitter post I made as well. I want to share some stuff. I guess I want to share some stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to it. Let's see. Where are we with channel? So, 232? Did this number go down? I could have sworn it was like 240 or 236. Has somebody unfollowed me? Oh no. We're losing people. Oh no. Let's check the stream manager, see what the stream manager says about follow count. Okay, 236 here. But not here. I guess these numbers do lag a little bit, don't they? These numbers do lag a bit. All right, well, we do have 10 days of streaming. We do have 45 plus hours. I created something today, which we'll talk about during the channel update. But first, let's go to the achievements and see if anything's happened in achievement land. No achievements unlocked yesterday. Looks like the builder community is still sitting at the 50. Sorry, not that. They're still sitting at 50 VIP badges, I guess. Somehow, I don't know how we made it to 50 VIP badges, I'll be honest. It was sitting on 20 and it said we can unlock 15 more, and then the next day we're on 50 and I don't know what happened. So, yeah, that's still confusing. Path to affiliate, it's still achieved. We could get started with it if we wanted to. We're not going to right now. Maybe someday in the future we'll think about it. Any other updates here? Let's see. Overview. Look at the we want to look at the previous stream summary, but yeah, you can see we've been maintaining, if you exclude like the major raid days, we've been maintaining pretty decent viewership on the channel, which is shocking. I'm really pleased. Hopefully we can see some growth at some point too. We start seeing more people interested in the game dev side of things, and they pop in to see more of the game dev content. I think as I switch up what kind of game dev I'm doing, that might change as well. So yeah, that's interesting. Hey, Necro Keys, good to see you. Oh, right, live notification. I've got to do all the things. Thank you, Pi. I totally forgot to do everything. Let me go fix, let me go make a Discord post and also invite myself to the stream. So I can go live with myself on the stream. This is the 11th day of streaming in a row. We're on an 11-day streak somehow. I did not expect to be here. I thought we would at most see like a 6 to 8 day streak, and we're smashing my expectations. It's great. Let me just go set this up real quick. While I'm distracted, let's go look at the stream summary for yesterday's stream and see how that looks. So yesterday's stream, these numbers don't reflect what I was seeing on the overview. 32 average viewers. Stream summary, 12 average. Is that today's stream or something? I don't understand. I'm a little confused. I'm very confused. I don't know what's up. We'll ignore it for now. Let me just go live and we'll see what's up. Turn off that, turn off that, turn off that. Invite myself. Go to the other window. Accept my invitation. Turn off the camera, microphone, and output. Join backstage. Switch back to the other view. Show on stream. And now, as you can see, Fractal Mind Mike is live as a guest on Fractal Mind Dev's stream. It's working. It's working. All right, so that's the channel update there. Now here's a bit of a channel update for you, something new. I made a collection. Yay! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I do have anonymous follows here, so thank you very much for the follow. It's all anonymous. If you want to join the chat, you're totally welcome to join in the chat. I'll happily have a chat with you. So thank you very much for the follow. Hello there, Roto Vibes and Radiant Lights. Good to see you both. Good to see you. And Father Axekeeper's here too. Welcome in. So yeah, I created a collection. This is a full collection of all current game dev highlights, all the way from day 2 through to day 10. We will include day 11 once I get around to archiving this video, but I am missing day 1. Unfortunately, as I discussed previously a couple of times, day 1 got dropped because I didn't have the setting switched on. That was my fault. But these are all available now, so in one simple collection, if people want to go and view that, it's totally doable. What I'm probably going to do is actually, I'm not sure, and I would welcome some feedback from the chat. Should I create a second YouTube channel to put all my dev stuff? Or should I just put it all on my main YouTube channel? I don't know. But I'm going to archive these to YouTube at some point and like make them public there somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to do that on my current channel or if I'm going to create like a Fractal Mind Dev channel on YouTube as well. We might do that. But that's the update of the channel. That's the full update. So this is available now. I posted a link to Twitter about it. And the heck? Okay. Pop that out there. Let me go to my previous tweets because there is some stuff I want to look at. This is kind of part of the channel update. It's a little bit. We're starting to go into like other stuff as well. So we'll see. Where are my tweets? How do I see my own tweets? It's X. I know it's X, but it's still twitter.com. So I'm going to call it Twitter until it only works on x.com. All right, I don't think there's an easy way for me to show this unless I just drag my window over here. So I'm just going to drag my window over here. So these are the current tweets, I guess. I did this recently. I posted this one. Actually, I scheduled this one to go live. This was talking about the thing I just showed you, the collection. So I got a link to that collection. Posted it on Twitter. It's got a couple of likes. I wasn't sure if Twitter would be interested in that, to be honest. Dr. CDCS posted I like Arby's, which is obviously pretty cool. And here's the thing I want to show you. The video is not loading for some reason. That's annoying. Maybe go check out this. I'll share it. I'll post the link in chat so you can look at it yourself. Although, if you wait around long enough, we'll be looking at that character walking around anyway. I just posted a little video of the character walking around and picking up the coffee beans. Just a tiny update. It got a lot of engagement, which I was really pleased to see that people are interested in it, and some really, really awesome comments as well. I was so pleased to see that. But yeah, this engagement is awesome, seeing all the likes and comments. It was really encouraging to read the comments. Oh, it looks awesome. Good luck in the future. Loving this day of the Fractical. Yeah, help is on the way. I'm actually not sure what this one means, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I'm getting Day of the Tentacle vibes, mate. Love it. That's a really good and also very inspirational artist over here as well. Check out Stuff by Sunshine's Twitch channel. She did an amazing Laverne cosplay, and yeah, absolutely fantastic person. So she's a fellow Australian as well. Obviously a very talented artist. So to get such a nice compliment from Stuff by Sunshine on this was lovely, delightful. Scarlet, I cannot wait to play this on stream, which is like, I didn't actually anticipate many people playing this on stream, so that's exciting for me to see too. Already a release date speculated, and then my comment is I'm not sure, but this estimate, we'll talk about the estimate in just a minute, which is going to answer the question Doc had. I'm not a pointy clicker, Peep, but I'd pointy click on this, so that's encouraging. So DC Bueller, another cool streamer in the retro channels, also just said I normally wouldn't play that kind of game, but I would play this one. So I would play this one, which is great. Literally LucasArts, which is like the most complimenty compliment I can think of, honestly. Amazing compliment. I really appreciate that. I managed to miss every single dev stream. I need to catch up. This is cool. So like so many great comments that make me overwhelmingly happy to see. Very excited to see this. There's stuff actively happening. I don't really want to open my notifications live just in case there's like DMs or something. But I'll off screen open them. Yeah, I'm getting some more love for the posts and stuff too. That's awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, Necrokey. Stuff by Sunshine is a lovely person all around. Yes, you were lucky to meet her at PAX. Just really nice person. Yeah, I've met her at PAX a couple of times now. Lovely, lovely person. She did this awesome Laverne cosplay, which we've literally seen on this stream. If I search for Day of the Tentacle, like, go to images and scroll down, right here. That's Stuff by Sunshine right there. At PAX. Very good Laverne cosplay. Very good. And she's a lovely, lovely person. So, win-win. That is to follow. You know, win-win. Go follow. You won't make it's definitely not a mistake to follow. Anyway, that's Day of the Tentacle cosplay by Stuff by Sunshine. Now, quickly, we're going to move into this, which is where we're up to and where we're going. So, as you know, we finished on day 10. We finished on day 10. My plan was to do the walk right animation. I at least wanted to get that done, and then I also wanted to try and get the up and down animations done. We didn't get to those, so they fell into day 11. Finished the walk right animation, also fell into day 11, but you can see that's been checked off because I did actually finish the rough animation of it. We are going to need to do some polish. Maybe we'll do that today, if I get time. We're really, really pressed for time today. So I may not get time to do it. That's why I'm trying to rush through the updates. Get the updates done quickly. So talking about all this stuff, it's a bit tricky. Let me just close this window so it doesn't distract me. I get back to my stream. There you go. Yeah, so animation's focused for today. Animation will probably be the focus for the next stream as well, which will be tomorrow. And I'll be starting as early as I can tomorrow. And I'm going to stream for as long as possible tomorrow. So it's quite possible we'll finish all the animation and maybe jump in to do some other stuff too. We'll see. Day 13, my plan is to polish all of the art. Polish the game code. Making sure things are doing what they're supposed to do. So when you click on something, the character walks over to it, plays the pick up animation or the interact animation, all those kind of things. Whoops, I didn't mean to check that. Add basic sound effects to as much as possible. Right now, we have sound effects only on a handful of things, and it's really placeholdery. I have to go through and like normalize the sounds, try and make sure that they match the theme and look and stuff like that. So yeah, sound is going to be tricky for me, but I think it'll be okay because like if I make every interaction basically have like a reasonable sound, I think that'll be pretty good. That'll be rock solid then. I don't have any music. I don't have a plan for music. We need to think about that probably, but I'm okay launching the game without music. I would like to have music though. I would really love to have some music. I can't steal music from Day of the Tentacle, although that is something I would love to be able to do. My best bet is literally just begging someone to help me out with music. I don't know what to do about music just yet, so we'll think about it later. I'm just gonna like, I know we don't have it, we'll just move on. Hopefully we'll find some way to solve that problem at some point. But yeah, after that's done, that's basically everything's polished in the game. Like the core game is all done, polished, art's done, everything's done. There's also something that's not really mentioned in here, which should probably be included as like polish, part of the polishing phase, is like actually adding up some more interactions for the player to do that result in like jokes or fun Easter eggs or anything else that I can think of. So that will be something else we'll put in there. Like I want to put in like art references in the background. I want to put in some like, you know, funny things that can happen if you click on things. Maybe like, you know, just like mostly I think that we're looking at like references to adventure games and references to people who like retro streaming, Twitch, sort of like community stuff that I am familiar with, so that I can like reference those things. But yeah, that's day 13. Day 14, designing the intro and outro scenes. I haven't done that yet. I don't know what they're going to be like. I'll try and keep them simple. Probably like comic book style. I'll draw the character. I'll have to, like, that will be complicated and probably take a fair bit of time. So I'm hoping that I can find like a good several hours to do the intro outro stuff. But basically, my plan is to get them completely done in one sitting. Intro and outro. So it's probably like, I'm probably thinking like 2 to 3 images that it just like plays through before the game starts, and then 2 to 3 images at the end of the game. Maybe some text. It should be fairly small amount of work, but we'll see. I know it took me about 1 stream to create my first background art, and then we sort of sped up on that. Hopefully we can maintain a decent pace on the images for the intro and outro. We'll see. Day 15, review the entire game, fix any issues, maybe add the last few jokes or whatever, and then publish. So we're looking at day 15. If I was to put this on the calendar, obviously today is day 11, which is the 12th of the 1st, 2024. Day 12 will most likely be tomorrow, which is the 13th of the 1st, 2024. Day 13 is most likely going to be 14/01/2024. This is like pretty funny. Day 14 should be actually the 15th of the 1st, 2024. Whoops, not 2020. Day 15 is unknown. Day 15 is unknown. I could maybe take Tuesday next week, which would be the 16th. And I could use that as my day, and just try and finish the game on the 16th. It could be maybe 16th, or it might actually get spread out into a couple of days, is what I'm thinking. So it might be the 16th. If we do the 16th, I should be able to knock out a pretty substantial stream and probably finish it. If I don't do the 16th, we're probably looking at maybe squeezing in a little bit here and there throughout the rest of the week. Or I just wait until Saturday, the 20th, and we finish it then. What? 20th, there you go. Maybe 16th or 20th. I don't know. We're not sure yet. We'll see what happens. That's where we're at. I can't really spend too much more time, but Dr. CDCS, I hope you can hear me right now, and I hope that you can see that I am saying that we're probably going to publish the game either on the 16th or on the 20th of this month, in theory, if I can meet all the requirements. You are here, and that's cool. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, we're currently here on day 11. I need to do all the animations, and then clean up all the animations. So we'll see how that goes. Hey there, Rev Brown. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, BNU. What about McBibble's support? Using libmc... Yeah, sure. I'll allow you to jump on and help me out with that one, BNU. You can do that bit. Yeah, so these things, like, I guess this is now covered up here, so I can delete this from the to-do. And then updating the puzzle dependency graph. This is just documentation. We don't really need to do it. It's just be nice to have. Voice lines. If I can do it, I'll do it. I probably won't be able to do it. I probably won't be able to get voice lines in. We might do an update with voice lines, though. I'll put it there. My daughter has volunteered to do voice acting. I'm not sure her voice will be a good fit. And I'm not sure if she can do the kind of voice that I'm hoping to get. But I will try. We'll try that out. If that happens, I'll be recording. I'll get some voice samples recorded. I'll load them into the game. We'll see how it feels. I'll share it on the stream sometime in one of these days. In these upcoming days. It is currently day 11. We are currently focusing on animation. So, without further preamble, let's switch it up. Doc does great voice acting, especially Uwu's and Bloody Ripper. He does do a good Bloody Ripper and Uwu. So this is what I finished up the stream with last time. Last time on Fractal Mind Dev, we finished up with having an animation that looked okay, but we hadn't really tested it in game and it wasn't complete because it only had 4 frames. So what happened? I tried it out. I actually extended it and tried it out. Look at that. I made the other 4 frames based on these 4 frames and just like cleaned it up and swapped the leg that I swapped the legs over. So you can see this leg in the background is now the leg in the foreground. Stuff like that. I cleaned it up. I made it look like, yeah, this is great. Guess what? Too short. It looked weird in the game. It looked real weird in the game. The character was like crouching whenever it started walking. So if I bring in this frame and drop it into this animation, look at the height difference. It's a significant height difference. That's like the tallest frame. This second frame is the tallest frame. And it's stooping down like, I don't know how many pixels that is, like 8 pixels or something. So it just made it look like the character was sort of like, whenever the character wanted to walk, it would like crouch down. And like, yeah, it was weird. It didn't look right at all. It didn't look right at all. It was bad. So obviously that wasn't going to be a thing. I couldn't use this animation. So I had to recreate the entire thing. So that's what I did. I recreated the entire thing. It's not perfect. You'll notice a lot of issues. This is actually, I think this is the same. I think this is the same one with the same problem. Where's the fixed version? Is this the fixed version? Doesn't look like the fixed version. I can't tell. I'll be honest, I can't tell. But I promise you I fixed it. Oh, you know what? I fixed it in Inkscape. I decided actually Inkscape can just export each frame that I need independently, and then I can just use those frames. And that worked. Obviously, they're not pixely and nice looking though. They're ugly. So if I open recent Delphine Walk PNG, I guess that's not it. I think it's just drawing.svg. Yeah, so I fixed it here. This is where I fixed it. If I scroll at the right pace, you can probably you can almost see it like one of those oh, I forget the name of the thing. The thing that spins around. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name of it. I've never been able to remember names of things though. It's one of those things that you spin around and you can see an animation. Thing you spin to see an animation. Zoetrope. That's what I was thinking of. Zoetrope. Yeah, Zoetrope. It's like a Zoetrope if I scroll just the right speed. Anyway, I exported each of these frames independently. I imported them into the game engine, which if we go load the game up now. And we look at the characters, and we look at Roger. So if we look at that, it's not perfect. You know, it's a bit of an issue. And you can see, like, the back leg is just a darker version of the front leg. I didn't really bother doing that. I didn't bother setting it up properly in Inkscape. It was just there for reference anyway. But you can see all the frames are there. And she kind of moves kind of correctly. It's not quite right, but she kind of moves kind of correctly. And that's the main thing, right? So this is the base frames that I'm going to need to use to complete the animation set. So I guess we're just going to close down all these. Discard. Discard. Can I just press D to discard? No. Okay. I don't think I need any of this right now. I might keep these bits around just in case. Let's go ahead and create a new image. Alt D probably if it's a shortcut key. Yeah, maybe Alt D would have worked. It's a bit late now, but thank you for the tip. I could try that next time. Let's see, new image that's about this size probably. I could just use this image, right? I'm gonna move this character all the way over here. This frame, whatever. Just so we have that as a reference to look at. And I want to clean up the animation that we had. So going into the room assets, going into the character, going into the guy, going into test anim, we have walk left and walk right. Walk left is literally just flipped walk right, and walk right is the correct one with the pocket on the correct side. Walk left is actually incorrect. So we'll do walk left again after we've cleaned up all these. I just want to drag and drop them in. I don't know if that's a thing. It seems to be a thing. Walk right one. Let's just move that all the way to the start. And we'll just do that for each of them. We'll roughly position them, then we'll line them up, and then we'll work on animating and cleaning up our images properly. It's plausible that we'll just use the mouse for this, but I'm tempted to just set up the tablet as well, just to accelerate anything we can here. There you go. So in terms of like alignment, I don't think there's an easy way to do it. Other than just dropping a ruler in or something and trying to just like, you know, move the thing pixel by pixel until it's in about the right spot. And we'll review this after we've positioned them all as well. Oops. I hate this very much. Seems to be about there. About there. So you can see I went with like a heavier bob than, like the head bob's down much deeper than Hoagie's head bobs in his animation. But I wanted it to feel more exaggerated, and I think that might have been a mistake. So we can maybe fix that up in post when we get around to it. But yeah, you can see all of the pixels for the face are all wrong and stuff. We gotta bring in all of our assets again. But yeah, the walk cycle's not looking too bad. It's obviously it's in the game. We can actually see it actually in game now as well. I'll demonstrate that before we move forward. But yeah, here is our character Roger, to be renamed Delphine. But you can see when she walks left and right, like you get that fuzzy, blurry outline and stuff. But like in general, the steps are not too bad. They're not quite aligned perfectly. So that's all the kind of stuff we want to clean up. Is just getting the alignment a little bit better, so it's a little bit smoother. But yeah, you can see that head bob is extremely exaggerated. That's not necessarily a good thing. I might just de-emphasize the head bob a little bit when we do that low frame with the broad step. Which if I come back to here, that's this frame here and this frame here. They're both much deeper of a step than they probably should be. And there's like, yeah, there's other stuff too, but I think that's something we should probably address. So let's with some lessons learned, let's just construct some pieces that we can play with, like a marionette. New layer, please. I have no idea where that went. Over there. Okay. Do it here. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay. I basically want this to be, I guess, exactly right here. I may need to refer to the original artwork, actually. Let me just do that. I'll new layer that for now. Move it over here. Move this one over as well. Zoom in. Actually. There we go. Oh, okay, I can kind of see where the arm position is supposed to be. It's supposed to be about there. And we just painted out that part of it. We can paint that detail in. I just get the arm in the right position, and then I'm just going to fuse those two layers. Where's merge down? There you are. Okay, we're going to use this as a source layer to copy from, and we're going to paste that on top of all of these, just to start with. It's simple, we can do that. So we'll just do a Control C. Now we can do a Control V, new layer, and I guess I just need to drag it. Probably just duplicate even better. And we will just go through and tidy these up in a minute. This is our basis for the animation. Again, I'm doing this in like the dumbest way possible, quick to get it done quickly. And then I'm gonna pay for it in the back end with actually trying to clean these animations up and make them look like usable, basically. So this in the short term is great for just getting the prototype done, but we will pay for it because we're not doing it right the first time. So there will be a little bit of a payment. required here as well. There we go. It looks great, Zero. Thank you. Thank you. It's coming along. Like, the game is really, really coming along. I'm quite happy with how it's progressed. I did do a little bit of arm position animation. We can go in and add that secondary motion animation stuff later. We don't have to get it right immediately. Like I said, we'll pay for it in the back end a little bit with, like, polish. The polish phase, we'll be doing a little bit more polish than maybe we wanted to. But that's okay. I don't need to position that one. Because that one's already correct. Alright, so that's that. And now I'm just going to do the head, because the head's obviously another easy one to just throw in and start getting it in the right spot. So we'll do that. No idea where that went. Probably all the way over here. Once again, we'll just do a quick position. Yeah, well, I can probably save a little bit of time here, but just by doing it better the first time. Interesting, like, how the blurring effect has, like, affected the positioning of the head a fair bit. Anyway, duplicate and move. Duplicate and move. I think I added some additional head bobbing in some of these frames as well. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I have anonymous follow alerts, but if you want to jump in the chat and say hi, you're welcome to. We have a really good community here. I'm very, very happy with the people that we have hanging out with us. Everybody's lovely. Welcome. Trying to not like spend too much time positioning, but also I kind of want to try and get it right. Writer's block. Hey, good to see you. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pleased with how it's working out. We're trying to get this game done in. It'll be basically, hopefully, day 15 of dev will be done. So just got to get these animations sorted out, you know. Oh, I don't need that extra head. I guess I'll just put it down here with this body. Now we have references if we want to go to it later on. So we got to do the legs. I'm almost tempted to just paint the legs in. But we could probably save a little bit of time by placing these legs in, these leg components in. Let's just do that. Let's just place the leg components in here. Can I do something like this and then paste? No, it doesn't help. It still wants to put it randomly in the middle of the screen or whatever. Alright. So what brings you here, Writer's Block? Are you doing some game dev of your own? Just need a place to chill while you're working or something? Alright. Position this. I don't think it's on the right angle yet, so we need to deal with that. It's just no, it's not even like, it's not even at the right extension. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up drawing over this stuff. Maybe I will just try. Let me just try drawing the legs. Actually, I'll just delete that layer. New layer. Okay, I'll connect up the tablet and we'll try drawing with the tablet. Just getting started. Looks like I can learn from your stream. Oh, nice. Hopefully there's a lot to learn available here. I've done all the streams I've done previously for this game are archived. I started the channel this year this is my second channel, by the way. So, just so you know, I do have another stream that I do as well, which is more focused on the gaming side of things. But as for the game dev, I think there's a lot of good resources already in the channel, in the videos that I've got archived. So all the highlights. What do I use for my sprite art? Whatever I feel like. MS Paint. GIMP is what I'm using right now. I have Aseprite, but I don't really use it. I would love to just have I would love to have Deluxe Paint or Deluxe Animator, which EA produced in the 90s, and it was an amazing tool. I would love to have a tool like that again. Alright, I just need to drag this window over to tablet and then switch up the scene. There you go. Sorry about the glare on the screen. It's because I got the room light on. I'll just leave the room light on this time. Normally I would turn it off, but you can see what I'm doing on the screen anyway. So actually I'm just gonna close this tab on the editor and stop running the game in the background too. This is a little distracting. Haven't tried using Paint, but I see a lot of devs using it. Yeah, MS Paint like is surprisingly not too bad at pixel art. Even the modern versions, like, it's not terrible at it. I think the sweet spot is like the Windows XP, Windows 95 sort of era MS Paint. So it used to be a tool derived from the original Deluxe Paint sources, but if I recall correctly, it got bought up and retired by Autodesk. Of course it did. Autodesk liked to do that, yeah. Curious to try GIMP 2. Oh, nice tablet. Yeah, the tablet's great, Dr. Zero. I got this on discount in, like, I guess it was the Black Friday sale period. It's a Huion Canvas, K-A-M-V-A-S, 16. And I can't remember what I paid for it exactly now, but it was like about $100 off of like its normal retail prices, so I felt like it was a decent deal. And I'd been kind of wanting to get one because my old tablet is old and not cool. This is fantastic. I love this tablet. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a decent tool and it seems to work very well. I don't know if this is going to work so good here, but I don't think it really matters either. So I need to. There you go. Cool. Select color, draw. Yeah, that's gonna work. So we're on a new layer, but I'm just gonna try and paint over basically what you can see here a little bit. Try and get this character to look about right. So I'll be selecting the colors using Control and then just drawing over everything. And my goal here is not to get it perfect, it's just to get it working. You know, just the standard, like, I shouldn't pick that color, I should pick from up here somewhere. Actually, you know what, I should just create a color palette, swatch, that I can pick from. So I'll just do that real quick. Here, maybe here, yeah, that's better. What? I don't expect I'm gonna need like the face color, but I'll still put it in. And what else I need? I need the grays. I think that's the same color. Yeah, same color. All right, so I think that's all the colors that we need. Yeah. Network, not Autodesk. Oh, no, sorry, NewTek, not Autodesk. NewTek Aura. Later got rolled up into TV Paint. Oh, I never even heard of TV Paint. Actually, I'll be honest, I've never heard of NewTek either, so... That's a new one to me. Okay, so now I've got that. I'm just going to block in this thing, the pouch. Try and keep it relatively correct. It's a bit hard to tell with all the blurriness in the background, but hopefully as we fill in some details, we'll get there. How's that look? It's a little off. But again, we can probably tidy that up later on, I guess. In general, the form is correct, so we'll just go with it. Go get that ankle cuff done. What kind of game are you working on, Writer's Block? Or what kind of game are you getting started on, I should say? Guts of Plenty, it's good to see you, by the way. Hello. And also, Doc, in case it wasn't already mentioned, you should list the stuff you use, like the tablet you use in your About channel page. I should, yeah, you're right. TV Paint still gets updates, but it's expensive as hell. Mainly intended for TV 2D animation. It probably doesn't have any of the stuff in it that I want either. Like to be clear, it probably doesn't have the deluxe animator, deluxe paint features that I know and love. Which I was just thinking about that as if it was a layer behind the cuff, but it's not. That'll do for now. And let's do the back leg, which is going to be hopefully a lot simpler this time around. Oops, I did something wrong there. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I filled the gaps. Obviously not. Go. Again, cleanup will just have to happen later on. I just want the pixel to not look fuzzy for now, which is a big step forward for us, honestly. Obviously the hand is not in the pocket correctly, and the arm position's probably not quite right. We can work on that. I'll just move on to the next one. We'll just keep painting over each of these legs layouts, and we'll tidy it up as we go. I really feel bad about that pocket, so I'll try and do the pocket a little bit. I'll probably try and do the pocket first on each of them, and then I'll work on... Yeah, I'll do the pocket first, and then I'll work on the other bits. Alright. Really wish I could drag that palette along with me. I guess I kind of could, but anyway. Whoa, wrong tool selected. You know what? I kind of just want to do this for sanity's sake. Is each of these one frame? I think it is. I have an idea. Why did that not work? Still not working. I gotta zoom out. I don't know what's going on. I thought I understood what was going on, but I don't think I do. Control A. Control Shift C, Control Shift V. Okay, Control A, Control C. Control V. Oh, it's pasting it centralized to that. That's what the issue was. New layer. Move the layer so it's aligned. Is that perfect? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I was confused. Alright, now we have that layer. We can turn on all the other layers again. Trust me, this will help. Then on this layer, I'm just going to lower the opacity significantly so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Which layer am I touching? Wrong layer. There we go. Maybe it's a little bit too low. Somewhere about there. Okay, yeah, we gotta make sure all our gaps are filled, huh? There we go. It's a start. So making a 2D beat 'em up that's also a fighting game with cyberpunk theme, that sounds amazing. That sounds really cool. Hell yeah, I was talking to my buddy the other day about wanting to see more beat 'em ups. Nice, nice. Great theme too. Yeah, pixel art cyberpunk beat 'em up sounds great. There's a lot of room for some amazing art there. Pixel art, I'd like to combine Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Streets of Rage into its own thing. Wow. So Sottle, I kind of get the direction you're heading there. That's pretty amazing. I feel like having a versus mode adds to replay value. Yeah, it would, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Good luck with that. I hope that goes super well. What the heck's going on here with this this part of the shadow right there? I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, we'll continue drawing outlines and stuff for now. I often take a minute to just appreciate the chat between bits in like what I'm trying to draw. I don't know what just happened there. Oh, yes. It's like not quite registering where I'm trying to put the cursor sometimes. I'm not sure why. Come on, erase. Oh, I know what that is. It's the freaking guide. View, snap to guides. View. I don't even really need the guide right now. Right. There you go. Now it's not messing my pixels around. Alright. Alright. I'm just going to turn this light off. Where's the switch? There it is. That's better. Just a little bit of glare from that. The light. Anyway, we continue. What's this? Import contacts. I got a new phone, and it's still doing all the, like, its post setup things. It's kind of amusing. Alright. Continue. What are we doing? We're gonna draw the a leg. Oop. Remember to switch the brush type. Try and speed this up a tiny bit here, because I want to get more done today. We'll go a bit rougher with this now, just because we want to get it done. That did not go as planned. I'm gonna be quick here. That'll do for now. I guess I didn't finish this. This looks like a little bit off position as well, but I don't know, man. Maybe it'll look cool with it bouncing around a little bit. That'll do. Next. Gosh, gotta remember to switch the tool, man. Why did I just do that? That was the wrong color. We've got the first 4 frames basically roughed in. Keep going. What's up here? What's going on? Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Alright, I'm getting tired of this music. Let's switch it to something else. Also, I'll check the chat. Hi, Love and Thunder. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hi. New phone, yeah. Don't you mean a brick? Yeah, a new brick. Got my new brick. I'd like to, but I don't know if it's too much for me to handle. I haven't researched online side of things. Oh, like online play? Yeah, that would be pretty hardcore. Hey there, Coburn. Good to see you. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Good company while you do some shopping. Excellent. Steam is nice for their SDK, so you can utilize their netcode. It's difficult with a fighting game, though, just because of the PvP stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there could be some challenges there. Have I already been on for an hour? Holy crap, I didn't realize how much time had flown by. Yeah, you got to keep an eagle eye out, Love and Thunder. You can join the Discord and get Discord notifications if you want to stop missing the starts of streams. You can use Discord. I do try and post in there every time I go live. It's not automated, sadly, though. But maybe soon it will be. Something like that, I think. The problem with doing it this way is I'm going to lose, because I'm not having the previous frame visible, and I can't, like the shoe shape is changing between frames and stuff like that, you know. Wait a second. I just drew like a fictional leg. Undo everything. Yeah, I just drew a totally fictional leg. This leg is clearly supposed to be following this angle, not that one. Not sure I like the shape of that, but whatever. We'll fix it later. There's gonna be a lot to fix here. It's gonna look really awkward at first. Oh. Oops. He's got so many frames to do. Gonna look into it for sure. Local multiplayer will at least work well with that kind of game. Yeah, local multiplayer will be great for that kind of game, for sure. Working with client state prediction for your network stuff there. That's pretty cool, Coburn. I wonder if there's some interesting like GDC talks on like netcode for fighting games specifically, because it seems like a bit of a unique case to me, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. It seems unique. And this thing's changing size and shape constantly. Which, if it wasn't supposed to be like a leather pouch, if it was supposed to be like some kind of like loose bag, then maybe that would work. You know, getting shaken out of shape and stuff. Whoops, undo. What am I doing? What am I doing? Got to do the straps on this thing. Getting all the things. I've got this wrong again. Anyway. Gonna have a lot of work to fix this one up. Close that gap. Oops. Missed one pixel, huh? All right. I forget what I was doing. It's fine. It's probably fine. Let's just keep going quickly. Last two frames, yeah, last two frames. And then we can work on cleaning it up again. So I'm actually like, I've gone from a rough animation to a rough animation to a rough animation. This is the third rough animation. But I will eventually clean it up. I will eventually clean it up. I don't think we're gonna get where we wanted to get to today. Just as a quick reminder, I wanted to let's see if I do this. Is that? Yeah. Today, day 11, finished the walking right animation rough. We did that, and now I'm trying to clean up the walking right animation. But I'm actually just creating a second rough animation. So we're not getting to clean up because I was like, cleaning that up is, we just have to recreate it. So we're heading toward cleaning it up by creating another rough phase of that animation. Master Greg, good to see you. Good morning. Do I even sleep? Yeah, it's like 4:50 in the afternoon. It's nearly 5 p.m. Deacon, good to see you too. How was the movie last night? It was pretty bad. I didn't love it. It was Mummies from Warner Brothers, came out last year. It was terrible. You just lay down blobs of paint anywhere on the canvas to use as swatches. You could, yeah. That's what I've basically done. I just created a separate layer and threw the swatches in there just to have access to them. Yep. My game is first-person shooter, so I got to predict ahead and then roll back when the server says my prediction was incorrect. Yeah. But the hardest part I'm facing now is interpolation. If player is on 120 Hz locally versus server 60. Did I pick the movie? Yeah, I did pick the movie. Because we couldn't decide on what to watch, so I just was like, I don't know, we've never seen this before, let's try it. And I didn't look at any reviews. I just saw it on the streaming platform. I was like, whatever, we'll just try this one. So, yeah. So if your client's running at 120, you can run the netcode independent of the rendering code, right? You'll just have the updates at 60 Hz, and then you can try and interpolate to 120. Yeah. I never really tried that before, so I can't really say if that's like a good strategy or not. Cool. Rush. Work. Work, man! Work! You're here to work. Get it done. Whoops, I just moved a freaking thing because I didn't change my mode. There we go. What? I selected the right color. Okay, that'll work. Oops. Whoops. I keep doing it. I promise it's a mistake. I'm not doing it on purpose. So the idea here is the, this heel really should be basically making contact with the ground point, which if I bring that back, this is the right foot ground point in the guides. You see how far away this foot is from the ground point? So I may need to actually adjust the angle of this slightly.
Hi, guy.
Hi, whoever. Oh, thank you, Scene. Thank you, Pi. It's the... for some reason, all my scene stuff that I set up doesn't work when I use the Stream Deck, and I keep forgetting about that. I gotta remake them. I gotta remake my Stream Deck scene changing. Because actually all in just one scene, I'm just hiding and showing elements. And for some reason that stopped working, I'm not sure why. Thank you for the tip. Also, this leg is like way too wide. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Let me just Control Z. What? Oh, the wrong application was focused. Control Z. All this outline drawing. Let's see. Control X. Let's just draw in. I want the foot to be like here. Just gonna do this super roughly. Like work my way towards what I want. Something like that. Thank you, Pi, for the help with the scene issue. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it, Pi? I'm probably not the last streamer or the first streamer to have that problem crop up consistently. All right, last frame, and then we have to do a bunch of cleanup again. But this is like a much more satisfactory starting point, I think. Good stretch. You're an expert speaking on stream when your mic is muted. Yeah, the number of times I do that. It's like almost this. There was a period where it was almost the start of every single stream. I was like forgetting to unmute myself. I do like a whole intro. And then I glance at the chat and I'm like, oh, I was muted. I have to do that entire thing again. So you've tried forcing it to poll at 60 and it feels buffery? Yeah, that makes sense. And that's with a 144 Hz screen. I have to say, I really love how you incorporate all the memes from your main channel into this game. Oh, good. You're not human if you don't forget to unmute yourself once in a while. That's true, yeah. Some kind of, like, highly produced machine. Alright. Last one. I just never finished this one. The first frame, I just never finished filling in. That's weird. Well, I guess I'll do that in a minute. We'll come back to it. We'll do a review of everything anyway, so why not? Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Right. Canvas layer is selected, whatever. Leg, position is like this. We're really putting the weight down on this foot. It's got a very deep crouch. We might want to fix that at some point. Where's my rotate tool gone? I thought this might save a little bit of effort, but it looks really bad. I'll have to repaint it anyway, but whatever. Whatever, man. That'll do, I guess. Yeah. That's the last frame. Now we just got to do the last leg here with a very deep crouch in it. I don't know. I guess we'll just go with it and see how it is. Undo. No, that was right. Okay. And then we'll take a break and read the chat for a second. Actually, no. This foot is not supposed to be on the ground. Cool. Turn off that. Fix this up. Any other issues? Cool. It's a start. Hey, it's the G-Phone. Good to see ya. Glad the character has good posture. Yeah, the character has great posture, right? All right, a little stretch break. I'm gonna check my phone, my new phone. I'm just gonna enjoy having a new phone that's not broken. Screen's not like flickering and dimming and stopping working every 5 seconds. Wow. There's lots of Twitter updates here. That's wild. Nice. Wow. I got the Pixel 8 Pro. Coburn. Because I had the Pixel 6 Pro, and that was the one that was failing on me, but I'm pretty sure it was failing because of, like, some kind of damage, like humidity or something. I'm not sure why it's failing. I'm going to try and repair it now that I got a new phone. I'm going to try and repair it so we can keep it around as a spare phone for the kids to use when they need to. But yeah, let's take a short break here. Plus 100 respect for not using Samsung, right? Pixel 8 Pro, Pi. You sure something? You sure what, Coburn? You sure what? Should be able to get repairs. Yeah, so I looked into repair and it was like going to be really expensive. Like just get one of the repair kits and do it myself was going to be $400. Just to replace the screen. And I don't know that the screen needs to be replaced, but you know, that's like kind of like where I expect the maximum amount to be is like replacing the whole screen. I know a crowd in Melbourne that can do repairs. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's like I could probably get a repair job done, but I don't know. Yeah, sure. Send me the details. I'll think about it. Maybe I can reach out and get a quote. I suspect it could be as simple as like a connection is faulty and I just need to like replace a ribbon cable or something. I don't know. It does display, but it flickers, Dr. Zero. I don't want to do a phone diagnosis stream right now. So we'll just keep going on with taking a break, taking a look at this this document. This is where we're up to. We're actually on day 11. That's finished. We just cleaned it up a bit, but it's cleaner because the pixels aren't fuzzy, right? It is cleaner. We technically cleaned it up, but it's still not done. It's not polished, right? That's what I meant by this, is cleanup would have been like polishing it, getting it to the point that I'm actually happy with it. It's not there yet, but we've sort of done step 1 of cleanup, right? I was planning on using a similar technique for all of the animations. For like walk up, walk down. But I think what I might actually do is just like draw the walk up, walk downs the way I've done this. Roughly. And then tidy it up. Yeah, because I feel like the techniques I was using were fine. They're fine to get like a rough one in, but I ended up having to like I said, this is the 3rd time I've drawn these animation frames technically. The first time she was crouched too low. The second time they were fine, they're just fuzzy because of the technique I used. And this time I've just cleaned up those fuzzy ones and redrawn the legs completely, which means it's not going to look visually consistent necessarily, and I'm gonna have to like do some tidying up on that too. But I'm not using a tool right now that I can do like onion layering or something like that, which would have been ideal. If I was using onion layers, I guess technically I could do onion layers manually using GIMP. It's a bit, I'm actually still surprised GIMP hasn't just got an onion layering feature that I can just toggle on. It probably does, actually. There's probably a plugin or extension that does it. I don't know. But yeah. It's Valiant Cheese! Welcome! Whoa! Hey! Thank you for the raid, Valiant Cheese, you legend. Aseprite has onion layer. I know it does. I've got it. I just don't use it because I find it annoying. How's it coming along? It's coming along pretty good, actually. It's coming along pretty good. Let me give you a shout out. Oh wait, somebody just gave you a shout out. Thank you. I assume it was Pi or Doc or someone gave you a shout out. Aesop, right? Yeah, that's the one. I'm using GIMP. I'm using GIMP over here, so you know. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Thank you, Pi, for doing the shout out. I appreciate it, dude. What were you working on today, Valiant Cheese? Because I don't have like a cool shout-outable. I don't have a cool bot that does proper shout-outs, but I can type in hey, check out twitch.tv/ I'm typing over top of my tablet. It's a bit hard. Valiant Cheese. And then that will do that. There you go. That's like the equivalent of a bot, right? You've been doing Fossil Sweeper Dev. Nice. Making the Temp Museum behave with gamepad keyboard. Oh, nice. So non-mouse inputs. That's good. That's awesome. So how was it? How long did you manage to pull off that stream for? Was it a long one? Do you need to get a rest? Have a rest after a long stream? 7.5 hours? That's a full workday, dude. That's a full workday. Good on you. That's a big effort. As long as it's a long time, yeah, I bet. Been sent for checking out my leisure. Thank you, Coburn. I will check it out. I'll have a look. Meant to be working full time on the game. Right. And how's that going? But yeah, for those of you coming on in with Valiant Cheese's raid, welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Mike. I'm making a little game. It's a very tiny game. I'm just doing it for fun. And to get myself in the habit of working on games again, because for the last 3 years of me streaming on my regular channel, my main channel, twitch.tv/FractalMyMike, I have not done much progress on like proper game dev projects, even though I did try streaming game dev on that channel. It kind of got into a little bit of a negative cycle where I was like, my audience was confused about what kind of content I was creating, I guess. Like some people would show up and then disappear, and then they wouldn't come to the later stream because they thought I was still doing game dev and stuff like that. So it was a bit confusing, so I just decided to split it out into a separate channel and keep it simple. And it's been very good. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this process. Try to make all my input handling code device agnostic, so the game code doesn't know whether the input is coming from a gamepad. Yeah, that makes sense. Keyboard or mouse or whatever. There are a couple of mouse-specific concerns. Mouse axis input isn't like any other axis input. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You kind of need to abstract the mouse out as a GUI element or something and translate the inputs. Yeah, or something. You gotta make decisions there. There's decisions to be made about mouse input. Yeah. Glad to hear separate channel stuff is working out well for me. Yeah, it's really working out so much better for me. I'm still going to be doing the podcast stuff, which, by the way, I need to talk to you, Valiant Cheese, because the month's running out and I haven't organized it. But yes, podcast stuff is still happening on the main channel. It's just this channel is getting all the game dev stuff. There might be some talks that happen on this channel. Like I might do talks and interviews with devs on very deep development focused talks here, but like general like podcasty type stuff that I've been doing on the main channel, that will continue there. Yeah. I also like letting the idea of people mix and match. If somebody wants to use foot pedals as a gamepad input and a mouse as well at the same time, I want to allow that. Yeah, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Yeah, sometimes games will do like a context switch thing when they detect the mouse input. It like switches away from like using the keyboard or controller inputs to just like the mouse exclusive mode, and then when you stop using the mouse, you start using the buttons, it switches back. I've seen that happen before, which is an interesting approach to it, and I guess it's like probably not wrong to do it that way. I don't know. Yeah, not a decision I need to make with this game. Yet or at all. I don't know. Maybe I'll update the game later on and have to think about that. But right now it's just a point and click with a mouse game, built on top of AGS. So whatever AGS lets me do, that's what will happen. But yeah. So for those of you coming on in from Valiant Cheese's channel, I am working on a tiny little game. I will switch back to my my other view. There you go. And we can take a quick look at what I'm working on. So I did plan out, previously I've just been planning out like what the current day is and the next day. That was what I was doing up until day 10. Earlier today, I took some time just to fill out the entire thing. So I think we had a day 11 already planned, but I decided I'll plan out everything and see, because like we're getting close to finishing this project. I thought I'd just plan it out and a little bit more. Right now, we're still working on cleaning up the right walking animation, so I think we're not going to get the walk down and walk up animations done today. We might, if I can squeeze them out in the next, say, hour or two, I might get something in that, but that's seeming very unlikely right now. We'll see. I'm not going to say never, but I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but we might not make it. We might not make it in time. We'll see what happens. But yeah, then we got to do a bunch of cleanup. So I think really we might continue cleaning up the right walking animation, because I just gone and done a bunch of cleanup on it now, and yeah, we'll see what happens there. But this is the planning document that I have so far. This document actually covers the entire stream since day one. And day one was just talking about the channel mostly, and deciding what to do first for game dev purposes. So, and we did a little bit of, on day one, we actually did a little bit of the, you can see in the, because I kept a record, we actually learned about puzzle dependency graphs and created a puzzle dependency graph using Figma. This is our puzzle dependency graph for the game. It's a little bit out of date. I've added some more elements to the puzzles since then, but it's pretty close. I also did a bunch of planning in this document at some point. I don't remember when I did this. But yeah, we've pretty much finished all of the things that are required in here. I got to I'm considering doing voiced dialogue for everything in this spreadsheet. There's 155, I guess, lines of dialogue to record if I do, and some of them have variations, or at least one of them specifically there. This one has variations, so I don't know. There could be like 170. Also 165, 170, something like that, lines to record. And I'm probably going to rewrite a bunch of this too, so hopefully that'll sort it out a bit too. In my engine, the editor tools generate puzzle dependency charts based on game data expose puzzle data expose. I'm not sure which word I'm going for. Data expose puzzle a dependency chart as an editor interface. Oh, okay, it's like an editor interface. That's pretty cool. So does that like verify that your puzzles are like solvable then? Like the game engine itself helps you do that? Really like the idea of that stuff being guaranteed to say in sync with game data. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, I'll give you a quick look at where we're up to with the game as well while we're here. Yeah, there are some funny lines in there, writer's block. I've got to add some more funny dialogue too, so I guess we're not quite there yet, but yeah. Alright, so this is the game as it stands. It's looking better than it was last time I was around. Awesome, I'm glad to hear that there is some improvement in the game. But I have those kind of integrity checks in, yeah, but that's planned. Oh, cool. You liking the exaggerated angles? Yeah, I was very inspired by Day of the Tentacle, and this was the first one that I drew. Honestly, I wouldn't mind redrawing the entire kitchen, just doing it like from scratch, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna allow myself to have it the way it is. I will do things like adjusting saturation and like tones and stuff like that. And I will go in and paint in some more details. There's like some like other details I want to put on the walls so that there's some interesting stuff to look at. I'm going to change the way the UI works as well. I hate this UI. It's kind of crap. I'll do something about the UI. I don't love it. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So we got the characters. She now walks around. Now I'm just working on, you can see that she's got like the very fuzzy animations, frames. That's just the placeholder ones that I did initially, and then I'm just working now on cleaning that up. So, but yeah, no, it's good enough for like visualizing what it's gonna look like. I posted a tweet with these animations in it, and people loved it. So I was like, okay, that's really good to hear that like people are enjoying the way this looks. There's no walking down animation or walking up animation, so she just slides around for those. But she was sliding around for everything before, so having any animation at all is great. Yeah. Managing scope is all about picking the battles. Yeah, exactly. So I guess I could walk through most of the game. I could walk through most of the game right now. The game is about making a sandwich, and so it's a bacon sandwich. Oops, we want to make a bacon sandwich. So character grabs some stuff out of the fridge, including the bacon. There's bread here. Good bread. Walks over to the bread, picks it up. Okay, so we're going to turn on the stove to cook. So if we try and cook the bacon, I need to turn on the stove first. All right, so I can't do that yet. I turn on the stove. Turning on the stove doesn't seem to work. Oh no, the stove is broken. It must be the gas hose. I can probably get one from the barbecue. Okay, so we can't turn the stove on. We need to go to the barbecue. I'm not leaving without drinking a coffee. So we need to make a coffee. This is an adventure game, so obviously the character has to like do something annoying to like prevent you from progressing. And you have to solve a little mini puzzle. In this case, it's not really much of a puzzle. It's just making a coffee. If you know how to make a coffee, you can probably figure this one out pretty easily. So yeah, you've got a coffee. You try and drink it. Won't drink it because it wants a latte. So you're like, okay, I gotta steam the milk, and then combine those. Some of these puzzles are just here for me to learn how to do puzzles in AGS, because I wasn't sure how AGS would handle things. I don't know why the character sometimes goes into its walk cycle occasionally. I don't know why that happens. I couldn't explain it. I think maybe it's like because I set an idle animation. I think I set the views of the character to have idle animation be the same as the walk, and that's probably what it was actually. I just realized that I know what the problem is. I haven't added any idle animations yet. I may do that, but not right now. Alright, so now that we've had a coffee, we can leave the house. Am I doing sounds myself? I'm grabbing stuff from opens, like free sound, and yeah, whatever free resources I can get sounds from. I want to know if he's going to compose a soundtrack on this stream. I am not going to compose a soundtrack. I'm not very musical. I would like to get somebody to help me, though. I may reach out to someone to help me. I like it. It reminds me of Golden Age LucasArts and Sierra. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going for is the Golden Age LucasArts style thing. I mean, very heavily influenced by Day of the Tentacle specifically. Like this character, if you look at the way the character moves and stuff, I've based this character design heavily on Hoagie with the hands in the pockets sort of thing. And it's like there's a little bit of Laverne in the shape of the head. Not exactly, and the hair is like messy. And there is like, I did try and put some details in there for Bernard. It's not really coming through. I'm thinking about putting a pocket protector style thing in the pocket of the overalls just to really help sell that component of Bernard. But yeah, you know, the character now can walk around and look cool, which is great. So we can't leave because we broke the door. The door's broken, so we go to the basement to get some tools now. There's some fun stuff in the basement. I probably spend a little bit more time in the basement than anywhere else. Also, there's this bug. When I come into this room, watch what happens with the animation. Because I said animate grabbing the door handle before transitioning, she comes in with that animation selected, and it doesn't stop playing it. So I need to fix that. I need to fix that. But yeah, there's some items in here, obviously, of interest. This lantern, I don't know if you can tell, the lamp has like some shading on it that looks a bit like the box art from Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, it's green. It's the Day of the Tentacles, I think, is green with purple swirls on it, but I did this as purple with green swirls on it. But anyway, it's similar. You can, yeah, that's, again, I think that's idle animation playing out. Instead of the walk cycle playing out as an idle animation. But yeah, there's some interesting things on here. There's a door handle question mark. If you look at that, it's a useless old door prize. It's a trophy shaped like a door handle. It's a dumb joke. If you try and pick it up, it's like that won't work. It's not a real door handle. There's some other references to like Zach McCracken and some other stuff around here. If you look in this box, it's got some interesting things to say, stuff like that. So anyway, when you pick up the vice grips, I'm going to be drawing some other stuff on there as well, so it won't be obvious that it's vice grips that you need to pick up. I have a different image for the vice grip, so it blends with the background a bit more too. But yeah, there'll be some other tool choices on the bench as well. Anyway, once we do that, we now have vice grips and we can fix the door. So. It's not a real door handle, just painted on. Yeah, it's a good idea. I could make some other funny references too. So now the vice grips are on the door handle, we can open the door. We can get the hose from the barbecue. I think this was the second scene I drew, And you can see the improvement from the first scene to this scene, I think. I can see it. Thank you, Valiant Cheese. Yeah, I really love how this is one of my favorite scenes, actually. Now we have a gas hose, we can fix the stove, and we can finally start cooking our food. So, we've cooked the eggs to make some scrambled eggs, except it stinks and they're rotten, so we have to go get fresh eggs. So you can see, like, we keep compounding problems on top of things. I could easily add some more puzzles to the game if I wanted to. It just mean more assets or more places to look. Like, maybe if I could try and reuse the scenery a bit, it would be good as well. But like, that leads to the forest. There's all kinds of natural herbs and food growing out there. If I try and go there, I don't need anything from the forest right now. So go to Chicken Coop. That's the obvious place to get eggs. This actually has some ambient sounds. The chickens clucking. Yeah, it's got a cat. So the cat doesn't want us to get the eggs. He wants to eat a chicken. So we can't reach in and get the eggs because of the cat. So we still don't have the eggs. We have an angry cat. But nothing to say. Yeah, I got to put in some dialogue for that as well. That's another thing I have to add dialogue for. Automod held your message, Love and Thunder. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Pi. That cat sounds tore one of my cats out of their nap. Oh, right. Yeah. I just grabbed a free cat sound, and I thought it was perfect, so I used it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the choice, actually, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. The sound design in this game is going to be a bit... We'll see. I don't know. It's not going to be in line with, I think, the way Day of the Tentacle does sound design, so that's fine. It doesn't have to get everything perfect. It's just it's supposed to be a quick game. Don't suppose you make animation for the character? No, it's just the one interaction animation. It's just to save some effort, you know. So there's foresty stuff in the sides here, and there's this interesting little plant. I want to redraw this scene so badly. Maybe I will. Also, the character's like way too big here. But anyway, we've got some catnip, so... we can try and give the cat some catnip now. Oh, that's no good. I hope your keyboard gets... Maybe you just need to clean it. Day of the Tentacle's got a whole cartoon library feel to it, where there's not a lot of cohesive sound design. Kind of feels like audio clip art, if that analogy works. It does. I agree with you, actually. I agree with you. This isn't going to sound any better, I don't think, to be honest. But yeah, I agree. It does have, like, some of the classic, like, you know, clang and horn sounds and whatever. It does definitely have that feeling to it. Yeah. But anyway, I try and give the cat some catnip. And... it's only taken a tiny bit of the catnip. It looks a little sleepy though, so I can give it as much as I like. It's not gonna fall asleep. So it won't let me into the chicken coop. So maybe I should see if I have something else I can feed the cat. So if I try and do this like 6 or 7 times, eventually the game will give you a hint and tell you to go look in the fridge. Please don't OD the cat. It would be pretty cool to drug the cat. So, go to the fridge. Let's see. Sausages for the sausage god. I don't know why I said that. I just needed some dialogue for picking up sausages. So we got some sausages. We combine those with the catnip. Now we have catnip sausages. If I didn't do that and I tried to combine it with other stuff, it does say like, hey, that I don't want butter sausages, or I don't need milk sausages, those kind of things. And then when we go back and give the cat sausages, actually I skipped a whole step of the puzzle solution, because if you happen to already have the sausages and you try and feed the cat different things, it'll actually eat sausages without them being catnipped, and that kind of gives you a hint like, oh, I need to catnip the sausages. Here's a nice little treat for you, kitty. Mew. And it falls asleep. Starts purring. It was pretty cool to drug the cat. Got some fresh eggs. So we have fresh eggs now. There is a cat purring sound effect in the background, but you can't really hear it. It's pretty quiet. I might need to amp it up a bit. Free eggs! Yeah! So now we can cook the eggs. And it gives you a little description of what you're doing. Now you got scrambled eggs. You got bacon, bread, so cook the bread. Now you got some butter fried bread. We put some bacon in there. Now we can add it all together. And that's the entire game. That's the entire game at the moment. I'm going to add some more, like, obviously we didn't look at every single line of dialogue. We didn't look at all the jokes. But yeah, I'll add some more. And, yeah, there'll be more stuff to look at. It's a start. Yeah, thank you, Valiant Cheese. I appreciate it. One thing I regret doing is having the character be at this scale, and then having it scale down in the rooms and stuff. I kind of have to do it now, though. That was a decision I made early on, and yeah, I don't really want to redraw the entire character art to fit. But I noticed in Day of the Tentacle, when I was reviewing Day of the Tentacle, they never really scale the characters. And that just means that the sprites always look nice and crisp, whereas my sprites are never going to look that nice and crisp. Right? Because it's going to be getting scaled down and scaled up. And it's especially noticeable when the character's like walking towards the screen and you can see the eye shape changes a fair bit as it moves towards the screen. So... Yes, Master Greg, the game is almost done. And that means you just didn't get spoiled, so that's good. You don't know all the solutions. But yeah, there's still a ton of work to do. That's where we're up to. Alright, it's 5:30. I still got time. Still have time. We can maybe work on getting these animations cleaned up a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, even the size of the shoe changing between frames is going to be frustrating. See that? I guess I'll try and fix that up too. This might be good enough. Like, honestly, this might be good enough. The frames are only displayed for a fraction of a second. I just have to, like, clean up where the hand goes into the pocket to make sure that that's still there. And I might need to redraw the arm a little bit to clean those frames up. But this is, like, way crisper. So that's just going to immediately look better, I think, than the current, like, blurry thing. So I might just try and export this stuff now. Just to get it, you know, done. Unfortunately, there's no great way to do this in, There's no great way to do this in this tool. You just kind of have to do your best, I guess. Let me just take this thing off. Get your cloud and win prices. What? Have you had a look at how it feels if they're 100% size the whole time? I have, yeah. So going into that a little bit more, to like the reason that I have to kind of stick with the scaling, I intentionally did this too. This was a decision I made. I drew the sprite really large. Like, it's about 50% larger again than the original Day of the Tentacle sprites. And I thought that because I was going to be scaling it, then that would be a good decision to make, because then it'll look nice when it's closer to the camera. But it's just too big, and if I like, it works great as I intended it to, but because it doesn't do like nice pixel scaling as it scales down into the scene, it looks weird. And I don't know if there's a way I can turn on like scaled, like super sampling for scaling. If I could super sample on scaling, then I could definitely, it wouldn't look so bad, but it would add that blur effect to basically every freaking image, which is not what you want. You want the pixel art to look nice, but there's no happy medium here. It's basically going to be what it is. I'm going to have to just lesson learned and not do it next time. Or if I want to reuse this character, I could maybe scale up the background art to a different size and just have the game run at a different resolution. Something like that. There's a lot of things I need to think about. But next, I could redraw this character. After I finish this project, I could redraw this character. If people like, if it's well received and people are like, hey, please make a full game with this character, I will maybe do that. And then I will have to redraw all the art to be in. I think I'll just redraw it to the same scale as the Day of the Tentacle characters. And then, yeah, go from there. So that's like, you know, a fair bit of effort, but like, I guess now I've drawn these, redrawing it at a lower scale, it'll take time, but it's doable, right? Like I just scale down my sprites and then draw, like clean up the scaled down version. So each frame's own layout. No, parts of it is. It's a bit of a mishmash. This is, so the legs are all on one layer, but all of the torsos and heads are on different layers. So I can do some adjustment of like their head and torso stuff, but all the legs are just drawn on one layer. I decided to do that just for brevity, basically. So what I'm going to do is just like select a character, select a frame, Control Shift C to copy everything in the frame, and then Control Shift V will paste it into a new image. And I'm just going to do that for each of the frames. Then I'm going to go through and run another process to crop them all down. Can I move these along? It'd be really good if I could move it to the end here. I cannot do that. Okay. That's fine. This means I have to, like, use my eyeballs and make sure I'm copying the right thing. I swear this is like way too crouched, but anyway, whatever. It just means we've got a nice exaggerated bob in the movement, which is fine. It's not ideal. Like I probably would like to clean that up a bit more, but I'm okay with it for now. If I get really frustrated, we'll just add a couple more days onto the schedule. It's fine. All right. So next, we just want to do the image crop to content. There is no, as far as I know, there's no shortcut key for this. And I don't know how to do macros in this tool. I'm pretty sure this tool used to have a decent way to do macros, but I don't know. I haven't seen it for a while. Crop to content. Just have to use the mouse and read image, crop to content, 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 image, crop to content. Now they're all done. Now we just want to do the exports, so he's going to do a Control E. And we already have like all these Delphine walk left and walk right. I'm going to create a new subfolder here under this, because that was just test animations. I'll create an official walk animations folder now. And we'll call this Delphine -walk -right -001.png. Export, Control E, to. I kind of don't love that GIMP is doing this to me. Whatever. What? Must have pressed the wrong button. Yeah, the music for this game is great. What's it called again? One Must Fall. One Must Fall music is great. 5? Six, 7, 8. Yeah. Control E. This process makes me wish that AGS just had hot loading of assets in it. Alright. So now, if I switch back over to AGS for a minute, we can go to the view. And we can modify walk right. If I zoom in on this, you'll see the blurry frames. And we just have to change them. So I'm going to just delete all of these frames. Create new frame. And then I'm going to go guy, walking, right. I want to delete all these. Can I just select and press the delete button? Why is there a new? Oh my gosh, there's new. Let me just delete this folder. Okay, delete doesn't work. I have to right-click delete. Great. Yes, right-click, delete, yes. Right-click, delete, yes. It's gonna take a while. Alright, import new sprites. Document, yeah, this is right. Characters, the guy. Walking right. Leave as is, import all. Use this one first. Oops. One extra there. And then back to the first one. I chose to do this as the first walking frame because it's a little bit closer to just the natural height of the character. I should have probably made it my first frame anyway. So yeah, this one's just a little bit more crouched feeling than the other one. So that's why I did that. Anyway, we now have like this, compare this to this, much cleaner looking, much more pixels. You can tell the pixels. That should fix it. So another thing I need to do is on Roger, idle view should not be 3. Idle view should be 0. And that'll stop it from playing walk cycles as idles. Yeah, and I also need to do, I also should probably think about like the mouth moving animations, like talking with the mouth moving. I think that's something I should probably have done. I didn't add that. But anyway. Start the thing. Okay, walking right looks really good. That looks freaking great. So much better than the walking left. It also just looks like I eliminated some of the shiftiness of the bobbing and stuff like that as well. That looks really nice. Yeah. She's still like a little short. I don't know what's happened there with the shortness. She's still a little short when she's walking. I don't really want to fix it though. I'm gonna leave it. You know, like This is a rushed game process. I'm not trying to make something highly polished. I'm just trying to get something done. Learning some lessons, you know. Learning some lessons. That's all I can say. Any plans for adding lip movements? Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Pi, yeah. Watermelons, watermelons, watermelons. Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb. Yeah, we could do something like that. I don't know. Animating, like, a face talking. If I don't, like, move too much around in terms of, like, the body doesn't move. It's just, like, the mouth moves. And maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I could probably do the talking thing. It won't be too much. I can just put some phoneme shapes. Just look at the image for phoneme shapes and just do it. I missed some chat though, I think. Each frame on layer, no. Some clunky ways to export layers separately. Yeah, I could take advantage of that. Yeah. I looked into that actually the other day, and it seems like plugins is the only way to really do it properly. Wondering if Slice plugin might help. Oh yeah, intended for web pages, lets you export images as separate chunks based on guide locations. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I don't want to learn something new right now when I can just do what I just did. It's maybe learning something is smarter. I don't know. Script Foo still in GIMP? I think so, yeah. There's Python Foo now too. I haven't tried either of them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm happy with that. Yeah, again, the fact that the character seems to crouch as much as the character does is really annoying me. I don't know if there's like some way I can set an offset on the character maybe to make that feel a little bit less egregious. It's not too bad. It could be worse. I think you mostly notice it when the character finishes walking on a low step instead of a high step. You notice the character sort of like stand up straight after walking. It's a bit weird, but I did base this walk cycle on Hoagie's walk cycle as well. And Hoagie does have a little bit of a weird walk cycle, I think, so probably not so bad. I also am noticing that I didn't fill in one of the ankle cuffs is not filled in one of those frames. So I guess we'll go back and take a look at that, make sure I've got that fixed. Which one is it though? I don't know. It's not this one. It's not this one. Not this one. Not that one. It's this one. All right. What? Any more? All right. Which one is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, yeah? Yeah. There we go. Fixed. Hey, Master Bismuth is here. Good to see you. Why is she blurry working left? Because I haven't done the left-facing animation yet. It's just the placeholder one with the blurriness. I know you missed out on basically the entire thing leading up to this point, but I was just going and redrawing this animation. So the reason that it's blurry at all is I created the animations first in here, and just exported them, and then I flipped it and exported it for the right. But if you look at like how I've done it, there's individual parts that I can easily just, you know, rotate and set a pivot point and rotate it so I can get the I can move it around, get the animations roughed in, and then draw over it, which is why I was just doing the draw over it part. I don't think I'm going to use this technique again, at least not for this one. And yeah, again, the character's still a little bit too short. I guess that's... I can probably work on some of that. I can probably fix some of that up. Also, the hand positions are still not done. Although, to be fair, and like to be like completely honest, you almost can't even tell. I think you can almost not even really tell when the character's moving around. I'm not sure how obvious it is that the hands sort of like look weird. like it's a little bit obvious, especially if you're looking at it. It's a little bit obvious, but it's like it could certainly be worse. And also, like the pocket, it moves around a bit funny, but it's not like it's not too bad, and it kind of like looks like it has a little bit of like weight to it even. So yeah, I'm not convinced that I may not need to do as much touch up as I thought I would. Yeah, there's not really an ideal workflow yet. I agree, Master Business. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not unhappy with that. It's fine for now. It's fine for now. We gotta get it done is the main thing. Getting it done is the main thing. So, yeah. Do we just focus on the left-facing animation and just do that? Maybe we do that. What workflow will I use for that? I guess I'll just go in here and just redo it here. Let's see. Image, transform, flip horizontally, does not have a shortcut key. Great. Nothing has a shortcut key that I want to have a shortcut key. I mean, the main thing I need to do is just erase this, the pouch. It's not an obvious idea, but I've done 2D skeletal animation in Blender for Hive Times trailers. Not too bad. Yeah, that makes sense. Before you get too carried away, it looks like AGS lets you reuse your walk right animation flipped instead of having separate sprites. Yeah, the only thing is she has the pouch on one leg and not on the other. So I need the separate one. Oh, yeah, you caught up. Cool. Came pretty decent at GIMP with about a month's work and some applied intuition on basic set theory concepts in Python. Oh, wait. Set theoretic concepts in practice. Okay. I don't think Blender would be that quick. Yeah, Blender actually, like, learning Blender the first time feels like a face punch. Like, it's really... At least it used to. I don't know what it's like nowadays. To learn it for the first time. But learning Blender for the first time was really, really rough when I first learned it. Yeah. Yeah, Blender's fun. I would say use Blender. Blender's a really, really good tool. I've used a lot of different tools for 3D stuff, and Blender's great, honestly. It's one of the best. And it just, like, as a prosumer or amateur, it doesn't really, to me, I don't see the sense in paying the licensing fees for some of the better known, bigger ones as well, so... What's the zoom level on these ones? Like weirdly, whatever, doesn't matter. Just a little different is a little bit annoying going between them. I'd like to add some secondary movement to the animations as well at some point. I'm just focusing on the thing at the moment, trying to get some stuff done, you know. Be a good, productive person. I didn't even fix half of these. I just realized. That's right. I'll get this done. I'll go through this and then I'll fix the ones I skipped. I skipped like most of them, or at least 3 of them. Left, 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 left. Good. I named them all correctly. I'll check the chat again. I've been running regular Blender practice sessions for my community. Yeah, I noticed. I've thought about participating a few times, Valiant Cheese. I just haven't got around to it. I kind of make myself too busy a lot of time, and I realize, it's too late for me to get organized. There've been people who came in for a single session and were able to make something and feel like they had a vague handle on what they were doing. Access to people who know what they're doing also helps speed things along. It does. It does. Having somebody who can be like, hey, how do I do X? Super helpful. They're only going to try and keep my dev stack FOSS as possible, even if it hurts. Yeah, I tend to go with FOSS stuff most of the time. I like it. Another guy in my country doing 3D commission, a somewhat self-taught person. He does some wicked things, and he does art for Twitch streamers. Cool. I once opened Blender, made a circle, and then gave up. Yeah. I would love to do it, Valiant Cheese. I would love to do it. I've seen some of the stuff. I like, yeah, I genuinely have thought about joining it several times at this point. It's always just like, I realize I've got something else to do, or I'm too late, like I just missed out on the time frames and stuff. Whatever. I'm not a very organized person, Valiant Cheese. Which if you don't already realize that, you will realize it soon enough. Alright, Control E to export. We got 4 out of 8, I guess. Yeah, oh, I did the last, so we got 5 out of 8. So we're over halfway, good. Whoops. I really like how some of these frames look, actually. There's some really nicely done frames. Should be able to import these now. If people are still around, it's fine to show up late. It's super informal. I mean, like, I've been literally days late, because I'll just, like, jump into the Discord and, like, flick through and be like, oh, this is cool. I wish I was around at the time. That's often what happens. Alright, so we have to delete all these frames now. So this one does support the delete button, huh? Then I gotta go in, guy, walking, left. I gotta delete all of these. Delete button doesn't work here though, right? Yeah. Delete, yes. Delete, yes. Oh my god. Where's the Y button? Let's go. It just seems like something they should definitely have thought of at this point. Like, the software's been around so long. Anyway. I guess people don't spend that much time here, right? Left through to left. Open. Wait, did I just cancel? I may have just imported the wrong sprites just to make sure I'm in the right... Yeah, I'm in the right place. Cool. Okay. We'll start with this one. Blah, 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 blah. And... Control S. Start it. Yay. Look, that's clean enough. That's clean enough. Again, with the scaling, it's like worse than it should be, but it's good enough. Does your wife ever get into your projects? Like, is she interested in this? No, she's not really. She likes it. She's seen the art for this game. She thinks it's cute. She likes the character. She thinks she's really cute. She likes seeing her walking around. So, yeah, like, she likes it. She's supportive, but she's not interested in, like, participating in the project. Alright, game's done. No, we still got to do walking up and walking down animations, which I was hoping to do today. 6:08. Technically, I should be getting ready to stream. Within the next, like, 30 minutes or so. I probably want to start thinking about getting ready to stream. And I still have to eat food. So I'm not going to be able to do the walk up, walk down stream animation today. But tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is Saturday, long day. I can put in a lot of work on tomorrow. So, yeah. Every time I try a proprietary tool or workflow or engine or whatever, I'm always planning ahead for migrating to FOSS alternatives, part of EOL. Yeah. And at that point, I'm like, why not just use FOSS stuff to begin with? That's kind of where I landed a little bit. Also, I just don't like spending money. So if I can avoid it, I won't. Yeah. Is she interested in their works? Yes, she's interested in the projects, for sure. Man, this looks great. I'll be honest, I'm really happy with that. I want to add some secondary movement, like the hair movement, hair bobbing and stuff like that would be really good. I wish I could, like, easily just stretch the sprite by a couple of, like, pixels taller, just to help it, like, not feel like that crouch is happening, because it really does feel like there's a crouch happening. And it's because I was looking at Hoagie's animation so closely, and Hoagie does have... His legs are more bent than my characters are. I guess I could redraw the static sprites. Instead of redrawing all the walking sprites, I could redraw the idle sprites and just shorten her a little bit. I mean, you really notice it when she's facing forward, and she goes, and then you click to on the left here. Like, you notice how much height she loses and gains. There's probably a good, like, 4 pixels that I should have accounted for there. It's a bit annoying. Hoagie is very exaggerated, it's true, yeah. And that's like, I did want to go for that more exaggerated stuff. I guess I'm okay with this. This is fine to ship. We could ship it with this animation. I'll have some time to do some cleanup later on. Tomorrow we're definitely going to do the walking back and walking forward animation. That's the last, like, if you look at, like, if we looked at this as a project, waterfall, like, project management type thing, the dependencies for this project launching is just those 2 walk animations. I could ship it without anything else. Like, I don't really have to have sound effects for everything. And then, like, in terms of, like, production stuff that needs to get done, that's the last production thing. Sound effects, I can easily just bring in library sounds for everything that I want to have sounds. I can fix all the code, like, all the code issues, all of the, like, things that don't have the interaction animation, like grabbing the coffee works at the moment. Like, that animation of grabbing. This room is fully done for grabbing animation, but a lot of the other rooms are not. Also, apparently I need to tell the game to switch animations. Because... yeah, it's just going to play this for the walking animation. Apparently I need to tell it that. Apparently. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's something I would have to do. But yeah, this is a fine walking animation. It's not super crisp. I could add more frames. I won't. This is the same number of frames as Hoagie has, and that seems to work okay. And I think Bernard actually has only a 6-frame walk cycle. I feel like this is pretty good. And given that this character's influence is so heavily influenced by Hoagie, I think this is a really good walk cycle for her to have. She keeps her hands in her pockets. Like you can see issues if you look closely, and I'll fix those issues up. You can't tell that she's wearing gloves when she's walking, and her hands don't go into her pockets. So I just need to add that part into the animations there too. To be honest, like I'm really happy with how this is looking. Very happy. Thank you, Master Gregor. Thank you, and thank you, Noru. Yeah, this is great progress today, actually. Really, really good progress. I was a bit disappointed earlier, but now I'm actually really happy. So I've turned around on that. Yeah, apparently I need to tell it like to like that's something I need to work on, which is easy enough because it's all in one place. I specifically, whoops, that's global variables, global script. I created this player interact function, which is responsible for choosing like how to interact with an object, and it's a very expressive. I just got some good news, so that's good. It's a very expressive function. It allows me to do a lot of things with it, like I can actually add the item to the inventory. I can actually toggle the visibility of an object in the scene. If you don't know what an object in the scene is, I'll have to explain that at some other point, or I guess I could do it now. Objects are things like, if I go to this room with the kitchen, and I go to objects, there's the door handle object, which is this door handle right here. And you can toggle the visibility of it. I guess toggling it in editor mode doesn't have an impact. But yeah, there's an object here. When I turn it off, that's when the door handle disappears, right? And then I actually change the graphic of it when I turn it off. And then I turn it back on later on. And it's got a different graphic. And that's what's used to toggle the visibility of the door handle and stuff like that. So that can be triggered through the global script as well. And we can also say which coordinates we want the character to walk to before they interact, and which direction we want them to face before they interact. And we can also just calculate those things. So we can calculate the walking to and calculate the facing direction if it's not specified. Likewise, if you don't specify an item, it won't bother with that. If you don't specify an object, it won't bother with that as well. But if you do specify an object, it will use object coordinates as walk to. Use the mouse input as walk to, use the object coordinates as walk to, and then it uses, if the X and Y are specified, then it will use those. So yeah. But anyway, it's the animation that we want to fix. This animate here, it probably needs to go back to the other loop. So probably we just go like, I don't know if I need to do this, maybe. Maybe that'll fix that weird issue. Let's see if that fixes the issue. So again, it's sort of like if I'm picking up the bread and then walking straight down from there. Yeah, that fixed it. So it was playing that like hand grabbing animation. And now it's no longer doing that. And it should also, if I do go to the basement, which is, there's a fair bit of stuff to do, but that bug was also playing out when I was walking down the stairs, for example. Also, I think just when we add the walk down animation, that might fix it too. Oh, I gotta grind the beans. Then brew the coffee. Good news, you just hit 10,000 pre-orders for this game. No, not that. Not that kind of good news. That'll be amazing news. That'll be, I mean, especially since I'm not gonna be charging for it, so that'll be even weirder. Alright, so we did that. We're gonna turn that on. Now that we've had a coffee, we should be able to leave the house, so the door handle will disappear. Not that you can see it, I just realized you can't see it. There you go. The door handle disappeared. And then when we go over here and it plays the animation going through there, plays the animation of like opening the door. When I walked down the stairs, it was like replaying that animation constantly. Now it's not. So yeah, I just had to set the facing direction again, and that has set the internal. The character has like this thing called a loop, which is like which animation loop it's actually playing right now. Yeah, that's what that was from. Hey, end of the week hype ABC. Good to see you, mate. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Skibbity Toilet? He's a big fan. Raylan, I'll say happy birthday to Skibbity Toilet. Sure. Happy birthday, Skibbity Toilet. You weirdo. Thanks for coming in there and saying hi. I appreciate it. Welcome in. ABC, I hope you're doing well today, my friend. Yeah, we got animations in, dude. Happy birthday and have a great flush. Yeah, so this is working pretty well. You had one of those days today, ABC? That's not a bad day. Sometimes those days are actually, like, good to reflect on.
Daddy, would you like some porridge? Daddy, would you like some porridges?
Hello, Duke. Fixing thing, find something broken, fix that, breaks another. Yep. Those days, man. Those days. Everything's just at its breaking point. Yeah, so we got all these items in the background as well. This lamp, which I modeled off of the box from Day of the Tentacle, except it's purple with green swirls instead of green with purple swirls. Very important difference. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, I think the original box is purple with green swirls. I think. Yeah, there's some things to look at. Boxo stuff.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Ooh, bathroom. I could go to the bathroom right now. How do the sounds get played? You have to use the other channel. You have to use my main channel, Master Gregor, and then you can just... It just works, because I haven't disabled the bot that plays the sounds. So it will just play sounds. I haven't integrated any bots to this channel, but that works. I need some more gags for this box that's got like every rare and interesting item in it. I need some more gags for this box.
It would have been pretty cool to drug
ABC,
the cat.
thank you for the compliment. I'm sure if you practiced, you could get somewhere with it. I know you have the I'm gonna say the name wrong, aren't I? Thing where you can't imagine things, but it's definitely like, yeah, I think you can achieve it if you wanted to. If you really put your hand to the art, you could try it. Did you like that sneaky off-stream burp the other day when you even replied to me in your chat? Yeah, that was funny. Sometimes people will do a sound command in the chat when I'm just like at my computer, and I'll be like, what? Yeah. Anyway, there's some fun things to do. I'm gonna add some more things in the basement. The basement's not done yet, but like in terms of, this is like the one with the most stuff to look at and have fun with. Yeah. This room has a lot of fun stuff to touch already. There'll be more fun stuff to touch added. This room will have some more fun stuff to touch as well. I'm gonna have to figure out how to redo this inventory. I hate the inventory system.
A piece of coal broke off.
That. It's an unfinished basement. It's supposed to look this way. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. I like the idea of a box full of stuff I'm excited to remember exists, but don't have time to give attention to right now. Yep. I don't know if we all have those boxes, but I certainly got boxes like that in my garage. Of like, oh, I really should look at that stuff and see what I can do with it. But I haven't. I never ended up grabbing the thing that I need to finish the game. We don't need to finish the game. I just wanted to look around, look at the walking animations. I'm pretty happy about the walking animations, honestly. Yeah, pretty happy about that. They look good. Is there anything else I need to do? Yeah, probably not. A cool poster. There will be a cool poster in the basement. There'll probably be a couple of cool posters. Oh, you have a cool poster that you need to remember to put up. Old cassette that I've been meaning to rip. Unbalanced hard drive that might have backup of something cool from years ago. Yeah, that sounds like real stuff. That's my copy of DOS. My DOS copy of Mad Dog Williams. Should I toss it out someday? You need to animate a Mad Dog Williams 2 poster for the game. Oh yeah, if I should draw a little poster in the background for that. It's a good idea. Yeah, I want to do a Save and Raid poster in the background because Save and Raid's coming up next month, which is exciting. I thought, like, you know, I'll probably have the game done before then, so I'll draw that in there. That'll be like one of the last things I do, though, I think. Is there anything else I can do here before we call it a day? I don't know. Don't know if there's anything else I can squeeze in right now. I need to tidy up a little bit more art, obviously, but I don't know if I have time to do that. Let's see. I mean, it's 6:23. I'm probably gonna need to eat dinner. I'm still tempted to keep on working though. Like this is that part of my brain that's just like, hey, I'm stuck in this project state right now, and I want to stay here and keep working on the thing. I'm excited about the thing, so I just want to keep working on it, even though I know like the right thing to do is probably like go and eat. I'm not going to think about that after I get stuck into something, and that's going to become like a problem. This scene sucks, man. I really want to redo this one, but I gotta be careful with how I spend my time, I guess, as well. But like maybe all it needs is like just a little bit more visual interest with a pathway, and like redrawing the sprite for the tree. I hate the tree, the little bush. I hate that thing. Why? I've cleaned up some of the background layers on this topmost layer, and that's going to be a problem. Anyway. Let's see. What is that? What is that layer? Oh, it's part of this. I see. There's the original sketch I did for the character. That's the... Well, actually, no, that's not even the original sketch. I think there's an even rougher sketch that I did somewhere, but that's the one that I traced in on top of to get the character art in this art. Even this isn't, like, quite right. Like, the overalls clips don't really connect to the overalls, but I was like, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be low res. There's the line art I did. So I did this line art. So I did 2 line art versions. And then I did that, and that's kind of what I used as my basis for everything, for the sprite. And then I went in and brought in, like, obviously I was doing all this with reference in mind as well. Yeah, and I think I originally intended her to be the same height as like Hoagie and stuff, but when I scaled her down into pixel art, I specifically wanted to be taller. But I probably should have stuck with about the same height as like these characters. Probably what I should have done. Anyway, it's good enough. I forget all of the keyboard shortcuts for this tool now. I think it's B for brush. Anyway. So if I was just trying to, like, put in a path, you know, something like a silly little path kind of thing, you know. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. I could do that. And that might help with just a little bit of visual interest. Maybe I can put a couple other things in here. The trees are like really, really 2D and static looking. They don't have a lot of texture on them. And I know that the trees in like Day of the Tentacle are actually like a lot more visually interesting than these are. I was also going to put some kumquats on the tree, on the trees situation. I was going to put some of these bad boys in, you know, as a reference to Day of the Tentacle, obviously. Yeah. You had the opportunity to give a bit of extra attention to the tree. Nice. I wish someone could pick up the rights for another Day of the Tentacle game. Yeah, I mean, hey, that'll be great. Oh, you noticed the path that I was planning to add, Pi, that I hadn't added it yet? Yeah. I noticed that too, and it was starting to annoy me. This scene is... I didn't spend enough time on this scene. I think that's what the real issue is. I kind of rushed through this scene. Which gives me an idea for a gag that I was going to put in. It reminds me of a gag that I was going to put in, so I might as well do that. I just super sampled a color picker, I think. Where's my zoomer? There it is. Also, I realized I could probably just pick from there. Anyway. Hmm. Am I editing the wrong layout? I was editing the wrong layer again. Okay. Cool. Hey, Claus, good to see you. Don't forget to floss. That's right, don't forget to floss. Remember to freshen up some food. Yeah. Thank you, Pi. Good reminder. Well, more fun games like Day of the Tentacle, like the mechanics, the art, and the humor. Yeah, I'm gonna need to work on some more humor for this game because this is pretty flat on the humor so far. Where's this green coming from? As I suspected. My laziness is not paying off. I was too lazy with some of this content. There we go. That's a lot better than the other one was, so there we go. We've added some references too, which is good. It's good to have references. Hey, Sun Milk, good to see you. Typing with like a half a glove on is weird. All right. This is a veiled reference. Hopefully it comes through okay. Hopefully people get the joke. It's great to see the character actually walking around and doing stuff. I'm really, really, really pleased to see that happening. Oh, it's simple, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Once it's there, you can really appreciate it after not seeing it for so long. Thank you, Loophole. Thank you. I'm really happy to finally see it polished up enough that I can, like, bear it. I can bear to look at it now. I mean, it's still got a lot of problems, and I still got a lot to fix there, but, you know, we're close. Good to see you, Loophole, too. We fixed it. Good. This soundtrack almost carries the entire OST for One Must Fall. One Must Fall's got a lot of great stuff, don't get me wrong, but yeah. I'm going to leave the cat in. I'm not even going to redraw the cat. I was planning to redo the cat. I'm not going to. That quick prototype art that I did was great. Kumquats. I'll leave that for Dad to deal with. They aren't red yet. My crazy dad always wants to paint the fruit red at this time of year. I'll leave that for Dad to deal with. Are you going to voice everything? I'm going to have to use a different human to do the voice acting for me. Oh, the cat sound that confused you for a second there, huh? That's funny. Alright. Well, yeah, that's all I wanted to see. Just wanted to see that scene. Yeah, I'm really liking how the background's coming together, actually. Yeah, the character's too... I haven't adjusted this scene properly yet. At all. This scene has not been adjusted correctly. If you don't want to make the character stair climbing animations, I'm just gonna make walk forward and walk backward. That will be what I use for the stairs. Change it to an elevator. No. I'm definitely just gonna have the character walk forward. See the walk down and the walk up. Animations are missing. I'll add those, and then we won't have to worry about it. I'm not actually sure that the character moves at the right speed. It kind of does, but sometimes it doesn't seem to. I'm not really sure what that's about. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have time for. I've done everything I can. I've actually gone over by 20 minutes than what I wanted to, so... and that was even after extending my time in my head from 6 o'clock till 6:30. But yeah, good. Thank you, Valiant Cheese. Thank you. This game should be... let's do a recap before I quit completely. Save the game, yeah, sure. Let's do a little recap here. guess I'll just, whoops. I guess I'll just save this too. Let's do a little recap here. Oh, that doesn't work, right? I have to manually change it. Little recap. Where we're up to. Day 11. We need to do these two things, so those are going to get knocked onto tomorrow. Clean up left animation. I guess that's kind of done. Clean up, walk down. Clean up, walk up. So we'll have to create those rough animations. Probably we'll do all of it at once. Like all the walk animations will just get done tomorrow. And I'll go back and do some more cleanup in general. Like we'll just say general animation clean up. So we'll do that. Polish the entire freaking art set will be the next day. We might actually squeeze some of that into day 12, which is tomorrow. Day 13's looking like, yeah, more polish, just more polish, and adding more, add more gags. Art 2, maybe. So there might be some art-dependent gags, like I just did the paint bucket. We might do some more gags like that. Day 14, I need to get the intro and outro cutscenes done. So we need the game. We can't just have the game start. We kind of need it to explain, like, hey, character's hungry, character wants food, character is in kitchen, character knows that there's bacon in the fridge, character decides on bacon sandwich, and then we're just determined to make a bacon sandwich for the rest of the game. And then when you get to the end of the game, it's going to be like, hey, I ate my sandwich, and now I can go and do an adventure, and we'll draw, like, maybe some castle on a hill and the character walking towards it or something like that, you know. Off to adventure. Thank you for being here, Valiant Cheese, and thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it, once again. Character looks too big in the red paint pale screen. Yeah, you're right. Like I said, I need to scale it correctly. Riding off into the sunset to have more adventures. Exactly. That's what we want. We want to have a scene that looks something like that. Finally, then, day 15, we'll just be reviewing, fixing issues, cleaning up the art as much as we can, and I'll hit publish. So that's the plan. Whether or not we get it done in 15 days or not is to be determined. I would say we've probably done, on average, well, we can actually we can just look at the stream stats. Time streamed. So 2.5 hours, or nearly 5 hours, 6 hours, nearly 6 hours, 5 hours, 4.5 hours, 5.5 hours, 6 hours, yeah, 3 hours, 3 hours. So like between 3 and 6 hours is roughly what we've been doing, and I think if we look, like, basically all of these streams are what contributed to this game. I did do a little bit of game dev offline, like, mainly to do with drawing stuff. I may have done a little bit of the coding stuff offline as well, but for the most part, like, the streams capture almost the entire development of this game. So we'll actually be able to break it down and look at, like, what the title of the stream was for the day, what we did on that day in the list as well. And we can break it down and see, sort of like learn from that. We can get some learnings from that about like what it took to make this game. Hey Doc, thank you. Are you gonna source available? You make it open source or whatever? I probably won't. No, I don't intend to. My intention is to just use it. The next time I want to make an adventure game, I'll know if I'm using AGS. That's what, you know. This is like a learning experience for me. I've never used AGS before, yeah, so there's that. Keep copyright but publish the source code? Oh, okay, I probably won't, no. No, I probably will not. For many reasons. Number one being, this is my first time I've done AGS script, so I don't know if I've done it right. I'm just doing it so it works for me. And I've tried to enhance, like, the usability of AGS script, like functions. I've made my own functions to try and make life easier for me. But I don't know if that's like what other developers would want to even look at. Like, I don't know who would really want to look at that code. That being said, I've streamed almost every single line of code. You probably see, like, you could probably, if somebody really wanted to, they could probably go through and find the bit that they were interested in learning from and learn from it. So I don't feel like I need to either. But yeah, lots of productivity this week. More productivity this weekend. It's going to be an ultra productivity weekend. I'm looking at ultra productivity for, where are we up to? We're up to, it'll be day 12. Right, this is day 11, right? So yeah, day 12 and 13, ultra productive possibilities for those days. Because they're weekend days and I don't have any plans for the weekend. So we could be crushing some content out for those 2 days. We could do maybe 8 or 9 or 10 hour days potentially just to get the game done. So we got, like, yeah, those days going to be big, I think. And we'll see how they go. Final day, like some of these stuff, if we get those things done quickly, day 12 and 13 stuff done quickly, we could be crushing it even to get into more of this stuff in day 13 as well. So yeah, who knows? Maybe day 15 is like realistic. Maybe. Will part 2 be the revelation sandwich, where they realize they need to be more health conscious and thus the second quest to make a vegan sandwich begins? We'll see what the reception of the game is like when I launch it. I don't expect it to do that great, honestly. Like, I expect like a dozen people to play it or something like that. Like, basically, the people who have been hanging around with the stream but haven't watched it completely probably will be interested to download it and try it out. I don't know. I don't expect too much interest in it. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, because like we looked at the tweet earlier. Why did I just put that glove back on? That's weird. I just autopiloted putting the glove back on. We looked at the tweet earlier. I think I closed it already. I can bring it back. There was like 40 something likes on the tweet when we looked at it earlier. So maybe 40 people will play the game. I don't know. Maybe that's asking too much. Here's here's my Twitter. See. Yeah, so this is the tweet I was talking about. With the video that for some reason is not loading on my computer. I don't know why it's not loading. I posted it from my phone and it just won't play on my desktop for some reason. But anyway, okay, it's 50 likes right now. And 10 comments. Oh, we got more comments? Nice. Yeah, so anyway, this tweet did 50 likes, so maybe there'll be 50 people playing it. I guess. Like, I don't really know how to estimate these things. It's such a small game and it's a niche interest. I don't know if many people will play it. But it's like, I wanted to put something together. I'm happy with how it's going. I'm looking forward to seeing some more content production. I also did tweet about the highlights, which if you go into the highlights, you can see, oh, that's literally just going to try and play it here. That's weird. It shouldn't be doing that. It's supposed to be a hyperlink to the playlist. Failed to determine content classification. That's insane. I don't know what's up here. Does this link to it? Oh man, the link's completely broken. Great. I'll have to fix that. I'll have to do another tweet or something, I guess. But yeah, like okay, so like the engagement has grown over time as well. I guess people are interested in seeing the game. So yeah, maybe there'll be like 20 or 30 people play the game. The link works for you? Excellent. I don't know why it didn't work for me. But yeah, I posted like some of the art and stuff like that, and some people liked it too. So if you're one of those people who liked it, thank you. I appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter. I do post on there occasionally. If you go to my Linktree, I need to update my Linktree actually, because I need to add another Twitch for this channel. Yeah, you can find most of the stuff here. I don't have like Blue Sky on here. There's a lot of stuff I don't have on here. Maybe I don't look at my Linktree. Maybe I need to fix that. Alright, that's enough of that. Yeah. I think we're done. I think we're done for the stream for today. Thank you very much again. Appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. I hope you all have a great time in the next half an hour while I'm gone. I'll be back on to do my regular stream in a few minutes. So yeah, you have a good one too, Doc. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you soon. Good night. Where's my... I need to go into studio mode. Then I need to go to the starting soon scene. Then I need to change it so it doesn't say starting soon. It says probably ending. And then I can switch over to it with a nice slow crossfade. See you later, everybody. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for being here. And I hope you had a really good time, like I did. And I hope you have productive days coming for you as well. Good night.